Hey y'all, what's up? It's Julie. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a FlossTube video, which is a video about cross stitch. Well, it can also be videos about knitting and crochet and whatever else people want to talk about in their FlossTube videos, but for me, my FlossTubes are mainly about cross stitch. And yeah, I do make some other videos on this channel, but they are less often than they used to be because I don't know, I just don't have a lot of time to film anymore. So when I do have time to film, the ones I enjoy right now are doing cross stitch videos. So that is what is primarily on my channel right now. And if you are here for the cross stitch or just here to hang out, then hi, welcome, or welcome back. Today's video is going to be a little bit shorter because I don't have too many whips to talk about, and I don't have any haul either. So I think I have like 4 projects, maybe 5 to talk about. So yeah, we're just going to get right into it also because I don't have a ton of time to film, so we're just going to hop right into the cross stitch. Oh, I do want to say really quickly though, if you are a new subscriber from my last video, thank you so much for deciding to hit subscribe and continue to watch my videos and see my progress into 2021. This is my first video in 2021, and yeah, I did get a good amount of views on my WIP parade and finish parade of 2020, more views than I normally get on a video, which obviously like views don't mean everything, but it is nice to see that people watch your videos and want to hear and talk about cross stitch. So if you subscribe from that video or you are a returning subscriber, I appreciate you. Okay, let's just get into it. So I am doing, sorry, every single time I turn this way and then turn back, the lighting is weird, but anyways, so I am doing WIPGO for 2021, which if you don't know, I believe it's run by Jessie Marie Does Stuff. That might be wrong, but if it's wrong, I'll put whoever it actually is run by on the screen, but I'm pretty sure that's right. And it's basically like bingo, but first cross stitch, or I guess it could be for really any other craft or hobby, but it's WIPGO. So every month she picks out 2 numbers, and you basically, okay, I'm really bad at explaining things, and apparently I'm bad at talking too. But basically, you make your own board and you put your projects on it where you want them, and you set your own goals, and then every month she picks 2 numbers, and that's what you do for the month basically. And you can either set your goals to be like monthly goals, or it can be for the whole year, but you just stitch on it when she picks it for that month, basically. Yeah, if you want to know more about it, then definitely join the Facebook group. I think it's just called WIPGO 2021, so yeah, I will link it maybe if I remember. Sometimes I say I'm going to link stuff, and then I never end up linking anything, but if you really want me to link it, then just comment below, and I will. But otherwise, you can just go on Facebook and look it up. Yeah. Okay, anyways, I said all that because the first whip I'm going to show is on my WIPGO board for this month. It was one of the ones that was called, and it is Dreaming of Moms by Rosewood Manor. So here's the pattern. So there's the pattern, and my goal for this one for the month, I set my goals on my WIPGO board as monthly goals, like things I want to get done in the month that they're called. So my goal for this was to finish 2 motifs, I think. It might be 3. I don't know. I'll have to look back at that. But it's either finish 2 motifs or 3. I think it's 3. It's 3. Okay, sorry. My goal for this is to finish 3 motifs by the end of January. And, oh, I guess I could show where it was before. Here's what it looked like before last time I showed you in my WIP parade. And here's what it looks like now. So since my last video, I did this whole motif, and then I did all of this. It's not the full motif. The flower goes, and it goes down here and has like a stem, but I did all of that. And then I finished this one as well, and that little thing. So basically I already did half of my goal for January on here. And I really like this. I am not using the called for colors. I think it calls for weeks, but I'm just using DMC, so, and I think it looks fine. It's not an exact match to the called fors, but it works. Okay. And then the next one I worked on, which is kind of surprising because for a while I said I wasn't going to finish this one, but I did include it in my WIP parade. It's the Dimensions Kit Quiet Night from their gold collection. Let me get it closer. Looks like this. It's just a snowy cabin scene with a little fox. And here's what it looked like last time. You're not going to be able to see a difference, but and here it is now. So basically I worked over here in this area with the blues, and I also did all of this like grayish brown color. So, and what I had decided is that I'm not gonna do the background stitching of the blue mountains because I don't like stitching the dark blue on this fabric. And if I do everything else and it just really looks like it's incomplete and needs it, then I will consider, but for now I'm just gonna stitch everything else and see how that goes. And I didn't work on this very much. Really, I didn't work on anything very much since my last video. I don't know why. I just didn't. Okay, the next thing is actually a new start, and it's not technically cross stitch, it's needlepoint. So I was watching Teresa Little Stitcher. Oh, something just fell. I was watching Teresa Little Stitcher's wrap-up video for 2020, and she was actually putting this in her pile of things she wasn't going to continue on. Well, not this project, but a project by this designer. And it looked like something I wanted to try, so I went on the website and picked one out, which is kind of funny because she was not continuing it, but it's not because she doesn't like the pattern or anything like that. She just didn't want to do it. But anyways, so this is a needlepoint kit by Nancy's Needle, and this one is Airing the Winter Quilts, and it looks like this. Really cute. There is one for each season, which I would love to do, and it comes with all of the threads that you need. So here's what I did. So I did the start of the fence, the first quilt, and then the second quilt, or half of the middle quilt, and then a little bit of the house and the tree. Here, let me. There. I don't know if I'm liking this middle quilt. Like in the pattern, the blue looks a lot darker than it does in real life. Like I feel like you can't really see the difference between the sparkly white and silver and the blue. Like you can see the difference, but I feel like it would pop more if it was a darker blue, like it looks like in the picture. So I don't know if I'm gonna try and find something else to stitch that with, or if I'm just gonna keep going with it and hope for the best. But anyways, you can see I was gonna start up here in the corner and just go like around the border and stuff first, but then I was like, I should probably start in the middle because I don't want it to be like a weird, I don't want to run out of room. So I picked out what I had started up here and went to the middle, but those are just like leftover threads from where I picked it out. But yeah, so it's all just like long stitches basically. I don't know, I don't really know what it's called. It's kind of like black work but full coverage. Anyways, it's needlepoint, it's needlework, whatever. So yeah. Oh, I probably worked on, Okay, sorry the video just cut for a second and I don't remember what I was saying, but my boyfriend called me so it ended the video. I think what I was saying is that I worked on this for 3 days. So this is the work that I did in like 3 days amount of time, which is probably like 4 hours. And I really like needlepoint for the fact that you can get so much coverage done so quickly. Well, a lot quicker than you would with like a full coverage cross stitch. And yeah, it's just nice sometimes to do this kind of stitching because you see your work coming together a lot quicker than you would with cross stitch. So yeah. Okay, anyways. When my video cut out for a second, well, when it stopped the video, it didn't immediately pop up that someone was calling me. It was like, it just stopped the video, and it scared me for a second because I thought I was out of storage, which would have been really sad because I would have had to like delete a bunch of stuff for it to let me film again, so I'm glad that was not the case. It's just my boyfriend calling me. Anyways, the next thing is Pandemic by Long Dog Samplers, and this was my free space on the WIPGO board, which she actually called this month. I mean, it was my free space, but I was going to work on it in January even if it wasn't called. But yeah, this is what Pandemic by Long Dog Samplers looks like when it's done. And I say this every video, but in case you don't know, it was a free pattern that was released at the end of June, and now you can purchase it on her website. And my goal was to finish this in 2020, but obviously that didn't happen, and that's okay with me because it is almost done. I have like 3 pages left and a tiny bit of a 4th page, so it's close. I should have looked at my last video to see what I did since then. I know it wasn't a ton, but I'll put up a picture of where y'all saw it in the last video. And here it is now. So this is, this is the area that I worked on. I hope you can see. I can't remember exactly what I did since the last video, but I know that I finished the bottom of this motif, that black, and the bird, and the inn, and this blue, and some of this like border over here, and some of the blue in there. It could have been more than that, but that's what I remember doing since my last video. I kind of put this down for a couple of days though because I ran out of this blue, and so I was like, I'll just work on other things. Obviously I could have worked in other areas with different colors, but I just put it down for a few days and I finally got that blue again, so I started working on it again. So there's that. Oh, let me show it all big one more time. So yeah, after I finish filling in this blue in this motif, there's like another little bit right in here that finished off that page, and then there will only be 3 pages left at the bottom. So I'm hoping this can be a January finish, but obviously that could very well not happen, and it will be okay if it doesn't, but yeah. And there's an upside down needle minder. There we go. I can't remember what's the name of the store? Here it is. That was a loud This mason jar needle minder is from Quail Valley Creations, if that's gonna focus, on Etsy. Her shop was on a break the last time I went on there, but that has been like a week since I looked, so it might be back up, it might not be, but Quail Valley Creations is where that needle minder is from. And I got that from Christmas from my mom. Okay. Okay, that's all of the whips that I worked on since my last video. And the other thing that the WIPGO board pulled this month was my Halloween Quaker from Lila Studio. I should have gotten the pattern out, but I didn't, the cover picture. But I'm sure a lot of you know what this looks like, and if you don't, you can just look it up. It's just called Halloween Quaker by Lila Studio, and my goal for this for January was to finish a page, so I don't know where the pages are at, but I'm pretty sure this, like, down here is a page or something. I don't really know. I should have gotten the pattern out, but my goal for this was to finish a page, so I haven't worked on it, though, yet in January, but I just wanted to mention it since it was my WIPGO pull for January. Anyways, that's all I have to talk about today, so I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and if you did, then please give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!